Alright, Chapter 3 of the Dragonstorm Crisis. A Shattered Kingdom story. 364 days till the Dragonstorm Crisis. Hendrik Storm. There was no mistaking it. Marinus was on fire, and slowly melting as his screams filled the surrounding area. Nearby trees were also set alight and slowly starting to burn. Hendrik slowly turned to see what caused this to happen and saw a baby dragon perched on his shoulder. His backpack destroyed along with that rock he found. That was no rock, it was an actual dragon egg? Swing right, Hendrik heard in his mind, and without hesitating he found himself swinging right and lopping the head off an overseer as the dragon incinerated another one on his left. But this time the overseers overcome their shock and seemed bound and determined to avenge their leader. Hendrik couldn't blame them, as being the governor's son, all of them would be killed for letting him die. It was now 2 against 4, and this seemed like a much more winnable battle than it did mere moments before. The 4 remaining overseers were circling around him. 2 of them went in for a charge. A swipe from the dragon's claws and swing of Hendrik's sword made short work of them. The other 2 stood a bit away as one coughed up copious amounts of blood. "Hey man, are you alright?" the healthy one asked, as a swing from the sick man's arm exploded the other's head. The sick man turned to Hendrik, his eyes a crimson red, and let out a deafening screech as he charged. "What the hell was that?" Hendrik said, dodging out of his way and getting a quick swipe in towards the throat that should have been fatal. The sick man turned his head, hanging by a thread. He ripped his own head off and threw it at Hendrik, covering him in gore and knocking him off his feet. The sick man charged against the prone Hendrik, but was met by a wall of fire that engulfed his whole body. That stopped him, and it stopped the dragon as it fell tired and exhausted onto Hendrik's chest. Hendrik got to his feet as he watched the body burn and start to convulse violently. The chest of the sick man burst open, revealing 4 tadpole-like creatures that were heading towards him, and were actively growing as they did so. Hendrik didn't stick around to see what they were, and he ran towards the mountains in the distance, making sure to pick up the dragon as he left. A bit shorter than the previous chapters, but that was chapter 3, and I hope to see you all for chapter 4.